Hey there guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the vlog, and welcome back to another video on the scrap Ford Fiesta. In this video we are going to be giving these a bit of a quick and easy makeover. Haven't got a lot of time because coming up to Devon Truck Show where I'm going to be taking the car. I've got 2 days to spend on these, all 4 wheels. They're not too bad, so I'm hoping it's not going to take too long. I'll give you a quick look of what we're dealing with. So we've got scuffing around the edge. We've got lots of areas where the paint's peeling off. A couple of small little dinks down here. But yeah, overall they're not too bad. So good clean, good rub down, fill in anything we need to fill in, and then give them a good spray. I'll show you what I've got to use, and yeah, we'll just go through that. So we're in the garage, just going to show you what we've got to use. I've got some primer. We've got some Ford Moondust Silver for the alloys, and we've got some clear lacquer. I've got a lot more spray, but this is just what I've brought out. Pack of playing cards, all become apparent. Got some sanding discs for the drill. We've got some sandpaper, some scuffing up pad, masking tape, and some filler. Hopefully with this lot should be enough to get our wheels looking much better. Now, I have been really excited for this. I've been so tired of driving around with these wheels looking so nasty, and yeah, they're going to look much better. They're going to look epic after I've done this, I tell you. I've got a few little bits for them to really smarten them up, so looking forward to the finished result. Right, let's get cracking, let's get these wheels off, get them cleaned up, and then move on to the prep. So wheels are nicely cleaned up now. I did clean the other side, the inside of the rim, but I'm not going to be painting that area. That's only just to be able to keep the wheel nice and clean, because I don't want to be grabbing the underside of it and then transferring dirt onto the top side. So first of all I'm going to do, I've got 80 grit sandpaper on a little battery drill, and I'm just going to go around the rim and just try and get the worst of it. Try and get all the little nicks and knocks, and yeah, just try and get it smooth and smooth out these scratches a little bit, and then maybe use some filler if we need to. Wheel is sanded now. I've washed it off again, try and get rid of all the dust. Now we just have to fill these little nicks that we've got left over that were a bit deep to be able to sand out. Yeah, I've just put a bit of tape around just to protect it from the mixture. You'll have to excuse the noise because I've got a cement mixer going from one neighbour on one side and hammering from another on the other side, so it's not ideal at the moment, but yeah, I'm not going to use much of this. I don't need much of it. And a little bit of hardener. shouldn't really be doing this on cardboard, but it's all I've got. It is what it is. Bit of hardener on there. Let's pop that back on there. That doesn't dry out. It's sort of one golf ball size filler to a pea of hardener, so I've not quite got a golf ball of hardener, a golf ball of filler, so got some cardboard in there. That's why you shouldn't use cardboard. Yeah, I've not got a golf ball size filler, so I've used like half a pea of hardener. Should be enough, hopefully. Otherwise it just means it'll take a long time to set. Right, like I say, I don't need a lot. It's probably going to be better off me doing it with my hands, to be honest. Just going to get a blob and push it in there. Probably going to use 1/10 of this that I've just mixed up, but we've got plenty of it, so. Just don't want to use too much, otherwise it just means you're going to be sanding it down forever. I just want to try and maintain the shape of the wheel. There we go. So we've moved inside now. It's starting to get a little bit wet out there, so I've come into the garage. I'm really happy with how these filled bits, I've just been sanding them down. They've come on really well, nice and smooth. So yeah, I'm really happy with them. That one just needs a clean down, and then it's waiting. It's ready to be primed. That is, once it's cleaned, we can prime that. And that one over there has been all rubbed down. That one's waiting for a bit of filler. But before I do that, I want to rub those two down so I can mix up enough filler to do all three. Although getting the filler dried in here, it's going to be a bit of a tight squeeze. We'll come to that in a minute. Wow, it is absolutely tipping it down outside. And I have blisters all over my hands. I have been sanding and filling and sanding and filling all day. It's about 9 o'clock in the evening now, and I'm just about, I'm done. I'm done for the evening. So we are pretty much ready to prime. I've washed all the wheels down again. I'm going to leave them in the garage for a few hours with the heater on, try and dry them off a little bit, ready for tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going to prime and I'm going to do the colour, and then the day after that I'm going to do all the lacquer on them. So what I've done to prep these is, as you've seen, I went around with the drill with the 100 grit, and I just spotted all the really bad bits that had all the dinks in it, and then after that I went round with 180 and spotted them again, got them down, and then I went round with three, is it 3, 4, I can't remember what numbers I used now. Yeah, I went round with 320, all round with the 320, just to take down all the scratches that I had built up on here with the rough sandpaper. And then I went round with 800. I went round with 800 over the whole wheel to scuff it all up and also get the final remaining little scratches down. So that's what I done. That's where we're at. I shall see you in the morning, because I'm going to go and have my tea, have a shower and have a beer. Right, so here we are. Left the wheels to dry overnight. They're pretty good. It's not the best today to be spraying. It's a bit overcast. It's a little bit muggy. So yeah, but time is against us, so we've got to get it done today, and or at least start spraying it today anyway. Tomorrow's supposed to be even worse. It's going to be really wet tomorrow, so the more we can do today, the better. First of all, we've got to start by prepping the wheel. So yeah, I'll show you how we're going to do that. Just use some like white spirits or degreaser or something like that, just to give it a good wipe over, get rid of any fingerprints or anything like that that's going to mix with the paint and just Right, I did say to you at the beginning about a pack of playing cards, just standard playing cards. But yeah, I picked this up after watching a couple of tutorials before I started doing these. And yeah, it's all handy tips. So yeah, let me just show you what we're going to do with them. So, we get our playing cards, and all we do is we tuck them into the rim. Like so. It works really well, actually. I wasn't sure it was going to work, because I didn't know if I was going to be able to get right down the edge of the rim, but as you can see, it's probably a bit better than masking tape. So I'll carry on with this, and I'll catch you in a bit. There we go, guys, wheels are all primed. I'm really happy with how they've come out, actually. If you've seen, I started off with a really light coat to begin with, and then gradually built up. I've got up to about probably about four coats on each wheel, just to make sure that they're really good. I'm happy with how they're turning out. We've been plagued by the weather today. It's been showers on and off, been really annoying. We've been sort of doing a bit outside and then having to move everything inside, and then sort of tripping over wheels to paint other wheels, and yeah, it's just have a look. It's you can see here, they are definitely coming out really well. I'm super pleased with that. There's a couple of little defects that I've missed. Like, I don't know, if you zoom right in, you can probably see a couple of little dinks there, but compared to what they were like, just really good. And I think they actually look quite good in this, like, Nardo grey. This Nardo grey does look pretty good. I think a bit of lacquer over there would look Probably wouldn't suit the Fiesta, but you know. Anyway, I'm going to leave these for 24 hours to dry off and to set nice and hard, and then I'm going to come back tomorrow and put the top coat on, or the colour coat. The primer is on, it's all dried. Do you know what? I actually really like this colour, and if it weren't for the fact that we're keeping it OME, then I reckon some matte lacquer over that would look really good. I think definitely one for a next project. I'd like to try that on a cub. I don't think it would go very well with the blue, but yeah, I do like it. Anyway, now it's time to get some colour on there. So we're going to get some silver. I'm using the standard Ford Moondust silver. So then it will match with the centre caps, and so yeah, we'll get some colour on it and see how we go. Ford Moondust silver. That's the code that I'm using. We're all shook up. I've warmed it up a little bit, so it's a bit better. Just going to give it a quick spray. Just make sure there's no air in there. But yeah, the first coat, you just got to go so light. A really, really light coat. There we go. So that's the first coat. I'm just going to leave that for about 15 minutes now, and then we do a second. Build it up, probably do about 4 coats, I expect. Okay, so the first coat is dried off. I've got another one down there, which I'm doing, that's just had a dust coat on. Just coming up to the second coat with this one now, but what I want to start doing with this one is start getting into all the spokes. Look at me cards out. So yeah, just working my way around. Just trying to get some paint on the intricate details. Just keep you working your way around, changing your angles. Back around this way. There we go. Leave that to dry then, and then yeah, go on to the next one. Right then guys, I'm going to skip forward 24 hours, and as you can see, the wheels have been lacquered. I give all 4 wheels about 4 or 5 coats. Went on really well, exactly the same as the colour and the primer do. The first coat was a very light dusting coat, and then gradually built it up. Really easy to apply. You just got to make sure you don't go too overboard, because it's quite easy to get runs with a lacquer. But just allowing, you know, sort of 10-15 minutes between coats, doing light coats, build it up, and yeah, they've come out really well. They've got a nice shine to them. They could probably benefit from a bit of a polish, but yeah, they've come out really well. There's a couple of bits that I'm not happy with, like there is some scratching like around the rim here, which is still a little bit visible, that I could have sanded down a bit more. There's a couple of little chips in the old paint, but all in all, they are much better than they were. So I am really happy with them. Right, let's get all the tape off, the cards off, and see what they look like. Right guys, check this out. These are so awesome. I can't wait to show you. Just check it out. Look at that. They just look amazing. I can't believe how well they've turned out. We've got some little finishing touches to do, but wow, they look good. Right, first of all, nice new centre caps. Yeah. Look at that. Finishing touch, last finishing touch. Check them out. Ooh. Oh, there we go, look. Get them on there. Wow. They look good. I can't I never would have thought they would have come out that well for a little DIY job. I'm so impressed with them. Right, let's go and get all 4 done, get them on the car, and let's see how it looks. So there we go, guys. What do you think? I never ever would have thought that this come out as good as it did as a DIY job. I'm just thrilled, absolutely over the moon. It's all ready to go to the show now. You'll probably be watching this after Devon Truck Show, so yeah, just unbelievable. And for a DIY job, it probably took me about 2 days, minus the 24-hour drying periods in between, like the primer, the top coat, and the lacquer. All in all, about 2 days work. I did get a quote to have all of these wheels refurbished before I started, £100 a wheel, so it would have cost me £400 to have all those wheels done, probably to a better standard than I've done it, but for a DIY job, just unbelievable. So happy. Total that it cost me to do those was 2 days worth of work and £70 in spray, sandpaper, tape, filler, 70 quid versus 400 quid. And yeah, I'm just so pleased. For a first time refurbing some alloys, just ecstatic, so happy. So there we go, guys, it's coming together. I think I've got one more video left to do on the Fiesta, and then we're probably going to do a price breakdown of how much it's cost me in total. So yeah, don't forget, price on scrap is really high at the moment. It's higher than it's ever been before. Scrap prices are going crazy, so if you've got a car that you want to scrap, then make sure you contact Trent's. I'll leave the link below. Go on their website, you can put your postcode in, put the registration of the car in, and it'll give you an instant quote. And believe me, they're really good at the moment for scrap. So thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe for plenty more, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one.